Hello there, this is Cookies, and I guess the big news for this turn is I've just subbed in, and Gath is starting a Throne Rush. And there's a whole bunch of, at least for me, it was pretty confusing Diplo. So, yeah, so I guess there's some fights over globals. We'll take a look at the battles in a little bit, but is this like, oh, they put up Gift of Health. All right. So Gath starts their Throne Rush, and I'm like, okay, well, I should try to stop the Throne Rush. So I canceled my nap with Gath because there was a condition where if they were on multiple thrones, it invalidates the nap. And they're sieging their 7th here, so it's invalidated. So I informed them that we're calling in that clause. And maybe this will be better. Hold on, let me reload the turn. Okay, and I'm back. All right. So I invalidate that nap, and I'm getting ready to at least try and pounce. We see this army gets significantly reinforced. We don't have very great scouting out and about, so all these shed just kind of came from nowhere. So what we do is we've got a whole sort of setup going up. So we're putting up some domes, trying to prevent some magic phase. Trying to get a little bit of extra chaff here. Commanders are going to start flowing in from all this blood hunting. Additionally, a lot of stuff here is going to magic phase on this army. So we've got some Stygian paths, teleport, cloud trapeze, murdering winter. We're going to try it. Flames from the sky, try that. Let's see, I guess we can go into how this was all scripted. It's nothing fancy. There's not that much to be fancy with. But we're going to do Summon Storm Power and Living Clouds down the board. Let's see. I think the episode that had just come out last turn, or by the casters, was the Double Rigor episode, so I was concerned about putting up Rigor Mortis and really fatiguing all my stuff out. So I'm just going to put these guys on advancing cast, kind of, and throw up Darkness. Maybe there was something better they could have done, but I was just kind of getting settled in. So it was a good time for a Throne Rush. Then we're going to try and attack here. So it's not a well-coordinated attack, but we are going to try to put up a Sabbath with some Fog Warriors, Wailing Winds, get a whole bunch of summons, I think, and then try to Fog Warriors those, or put it up again if it's been broken. Thunderfend, do some Life for Life, bunch of Horde of Skeletons, Bloodlust, Divine Blessing, Blood Rain. Yep, so that's kind of the idea there. A little supporting raid here, along with, I guess it's a reasonably high commitment because this guy's with it, this Bacab. But Wailing Winds, Fog Warriors again, Bloodlust, more Life for Life spam, Divine Blessing, redundancy on Bloodlust. So you never know, could have a bunch of casters die right off the bat. So we'll try to lock down Whispering Waste. That'll let us threaten God's Tomb Mountains. And then, let's see, over here, we were trying to pressure the Cavern Realm. So this is Mass Protection Dark Vines. We've got, I guess, another Mass Protection Howl, Sabbath, a little bit of Harm Spam, Ground Army, Weapons of Sharpness. Just kind of whatever I had in the area is getting sent. Shadow Blast. More harm spam. Damage reversal? I don't know. Rush of Strength. Fog Warriors, Thunderfend. Fog Warriors again, for anyone that lost their Fog Warriors. Will of the Fates, Firefend, Warriors of Muspelheim for resistances. Some more Wailing Winds. I'm expecting a lot of these commanders to die, so there's some redundancy. Thunderfend, another Fog Warriors. Mass Regen, Army of Giants Relief, Army of Giants. Let's see. Purified Blood. Yeah, Rush of Strength. So, a lot of stuff. Everything in the neighborhood that can make it. A little supporting force coming here to secure this movement tile. This guy's going to Stygian Paths down to Debrethia, which is 190. Oh. So, also, I was planning some raids over here. So we had more Beast Bats, Bloodlust, and more Beast Bats raiding here. And the idea here was we secure a line of retreat to, and then Magic Phase onto Brethia and Magic Phase onto Flatglades, and try to help slash take these forts off Erythea, and also try to stop the Throne Rush. So this accomplishes two goals for us. Because I guess, I don't know, because I heard that there wasn't much in Flatglades, which was kind of weird because there was a ton of stuff in Ledia. And it seems like a lot of this stuff could have been over in Flatglades as well. So, but yeah, we've got a little bit of Magic Phase going on. And maybe I'd changed my mind about going on Flatglades, but I was going to go within striking range of it so I could at least try to help. Maybe Gym Bait or something. Or was it? So, yeah, this one's going on Debrethia. We did a Plague of Locusts last turn, so we're going to raid out with those. The idea was to try and get rid of some of the Gath Dominion here. But they can do that just as well over here. So this one's going to lead some Aussies and some Locusts. I forget, can they fly in storms? They cannot. All right, so they're affected just like the Aussies. And yeah, and there's more Magic Face stuff going on. But maybe it's going from Mosswoods. You see all these guys moving out. This one's doing Stygian Paths, so this guy's going on Flatglades. Alright, so he's got all this stuff. I forget to even script him, I guess. So that's nice. So this will just be a big blob. And hopefully he does the right things. Oh no. That would have been a disaster. I loaded up all the stuff, but forgot to script them. I probably would have done... Gotta get the Divine Blessing out. So something like this. And then maybe Darkness, because he's kind of set up for that. And then... I don't know, can he... Is Earth 3? So maybe with that, we can get Ground Army and wrap up with maybe, maybe Stygian Reigns. I'm not sure. Would have been nice to get in like a Weapons of Sharpness. Maybe I'd do... it's kind of late for a Rigor cast. Maybe Stygian Rains would help. I'm not sure. But yeah, something like this. And then, but oh yeah, I had no death gems to put on him, so can't do darkness because we're let's see. Oh, because I'd spent all the gems, so I'd have to alchemize. But you know, I could do something like that. So that would have been embarrassing. Big old strike force, just not even scripted. Maybe I hadn't quite finished the turn. Anyways. And oh yeah, this guy was gonna we're gonna do a crumble cast. Then this guy was gonna teleport up to Mudwater Caves. I think some other stuff was gonna go out to Mudwater Caves. That's up here. And this guy's goal was to do Meteor Shower. So Power of the Sphere is Twist Fate, Meteor Shower. And unfortunately did not have a Rabbit Foot Charm to give him. Yeah, so that's, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of what I had. But it was not to be because, what was it? So I had asked Pan about taking down Perpetual Storm. And then he said he would if, or he could get Erethea's vote if I agreed to stop attacking Erethea. I don't think I'm willing to stop attacking Erethea. But then he threatened to attack me. Well, which seems a little weird in a, at least to me, in a throne rush situation. It seems like you should be using your stuff to defend your thrones. Like, this whole army is nowhere near a throne. I guess it can go up to Summerlands or something, but it seems like it should be in a throne. So yeah, that was pretty confusing because I knew Pan was position 2, at least from the series. So it seemed weird to me that he was more concerned about my continuing to attack Erethea than about the throne rush. And considering I had just jumped in, I was willing to do the I guess like the 1v2 where I'd fight Gath a bit. But I wasn't willing to do the 1v3 where I'm fighting Pan, Gath, and Erethea. It just seemed like a straight shot out of the game. So because Pan was threatening to attack me, I opted to respect those threats, and maybe I shouldn't have because the border was really small. So I ended up backing out of the throne rush prevention. So I ended up redoing my turn, which I didn't really want to do because I'd already put like 10-12 hours into this one. So I'll be right back. All right. So I'm back now. And all right, so this is what I end up redoing my turn to. So I inform Gath I'm not gonna attack him. And it was my bad that I did not formally re-up the nap. So that was my mistake. And that was partially because I'd been told that the Gath player was extremely honorable by the Pan player. And so I made the mistake of trusting someone else's assessment. So I won't be doing that in the future. And but fair play to Gath. I just want to be clear, I'm not like upset. It's just I'm gonna have a cheeky move pulled on me, which is fine. Let's see. So I'm still putting up the domes. I'm still moving a bunch of stuff in. Although maybe less than I should have been. Yeah, so a lot of this becomes peaceful, and then I kind of like re-up the rating, keep some of this. So I redo the turn. a lot more stuff is going to Silverham to set up this LAD. And we're continuing to build out some boosters. We're getting a bunch of Shadow Imps. Trying to put out that commander spam for the Erithian assassinations. We're going to go ahead and storm Red. Just because I want a lab in this area that I can freaking use. And Red probably has a lab. And maybe we can jump into... So I did ping it. And there's stuff here, but it looks pretty beatable. I'm not seeing a lot of gems. There's not much in the gate right off the bat. So we could probably do something with that. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into some of the battles. So that's kind of the Diplo. I end up backing out on that. I think in retrospect, I should have taken Pan's threats less seriously. But it is what it is. But because of those threats, I end up not trying to war Gath. I just don't want to war the whole map. Or I'm trying to avoid it. Alright, so we do an Infernal Disease. Testing different domes. Kill that guy. We have someone killed. Alright. Or no, yeah. So we lose another guy with gear, so we lose a water bracelet and a gem. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. Still have a bit of a cough. This Ashen Angel dies to an Oniki. With a Skull Staff. It's got some Beast Bats, some Aussies. They got blessed, so that worked. We kill a Pearl Mage. Alright. We get hit by horrors, or no, pandas. Gath gets hit by float cats, which is not that bad. They just have a life drain, distorted claw. And let's see. So there's a few fights this turn. One of our Ahas dies. We go ahead and raid onto Ledia. So this is that little raid that we put together. It's just one PD. So we go ahead and clear that. Gath moves in and I guess tries to take this with a scout or ping it. We raid some PD. Raid some PD. We go ahead and send this Lich home. The other one did in fact get mind hunted. We take out the Spine Devils. We see a little TNG battle between a bunch of Thralls and some Harpies. So kind of a weaker unit slap fight. And yeah, we get patrolled out by this Erithian force. Or no, we pinged it. So yeah, not a whole lot happening this turn. We get some gold. Or not gold, population. Wish it was gold. Alright. So yeah, not a whole lot happening. We're still deeply in debt. Still organizing the LAD in Silverham. And yeah, so continuing to do some raiding. We're going to do some raiding over here. I think, what's this? We're maybe reinforcing this raiding group. We're going to do some raids onto these two forts, see if we can take out the PD. Decided I wanted to do some more beast bat raiding because they are stealthy. If I can get away with it. A little less, and they're free spawn, so I'm really just risking the mage. So it's a lower commitment raid than a small Aussie raid with maybe like 10 to 30 Aussies. But yeah, otherwise not a heck of a lot happening. And I had to do this in the back half of the week for the turn, so definitely less scripting. We are moving some more stuff into Druidland. But some of the stuff also got moved away. So like these beast bats, they went out for raiding. Definitely missing some quality chaff here. This throne is pretty exposed. And yeah, putting up a couple more domes in Norfangs. Dome of Flaming Death, which I think we already have up, but I believe they stack. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I believe we're marching an army onto this fort. This isn't an army I would normally storm with, but it is something I would use to prevent them from breaking siege. I think it would be a pretty bloody trade, but so this should be good enough to keep them locked down, is more my thinking. And maybe I can start, what I needed to do was start sending a Wind of Deathcaster in, and probably like maybe Taco Bell Breath. But he's storming, but maybe I could bring him over to Ledia and start moving inside with groups of Aussies to catch the meteors and go ahead and send off some Wind of Death casts. Not too unsimilar or dissimilar to what Lucid did to me in his Satis series when I was playing Erithea. So he's shown me a few things for how to kill Erithea. And then I've caught a few more in various finals episodes. So, all right. And yeah, continuing to test for domes. So sending out Infernal Diseases. Doing a couple of 3 red seconds. Where's this one going? 90? Yeah, so kind of here in the Heartland, there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of mages. It's a pretty nice province. So I was like, okay, go ahead and try to 3 red seconds it. And yeah, I think that's most of it for this one. So yeah, we had ended our nap, but we did not formally re-up it. It was kind of implied, but that's on me for not lawyering it enough. Probably something I should have done. I'd been trying to get away from being super lawyery, but this was probably not the setting for that. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and jump on over into the next turn, turn 98, and we can see the impacts of what went down and see if the Throne Rush succeeds. See you in the next one.